Yo, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Man United Central. Guys, we're going to jump into a few things today. We're going to start with Manchester United launching their third kit. Man, this kit and who launched it, it was amazing to see. So we're going to jump into that, and also we're going to jump into the transfer situation. What is going on with the transfer situation at Man United? Do we have any outgoings, incomings? Who knows? Let's jump into it. Guys, my name is Luther. I am super excited that you're back here to get your updates when it comes to our Man United. All right. So today's big news was this was teased a couple of days ago about the third kit, right? So this third kit, if you haven't seen it, I'll add a picture to it here. It's beautiful. I know it's white, and personally, I love it, right? But the important part is the person who launched it. Our legend, our former captain, Keane himself, launched that kit, guys. Keane, if some of you may be not old enough to remember, when it comes to the top legends, the top captains at Man United, Keane is right up there. And then another legend you would think of, Eric Cantona, Robson. So he's a legend. But the way his relationship with Man United ended, it was, it didn't end very well, right? It was a huge kind of a conflict between him and the boss back then, Sir Alex Ferguson. So, later on, Alex Ferguson was asked, okay, how come you guys kind of didn't see eye to eye? So Ferguson was like, you know what? We're both fiery characters, and sometimes, things reach a boiling point, and, the relationship kind of soured and they went their separate ways. So it's been over at least, 8 years, 10 years or something like that. Keane hadn't been really involved with Man United like that. So seeing him launching that kit, wow, and that video was amazing. I'm gonna post it on the description below so you guys can check it out in case you haven't seen it. The way he brings in that Manchester United ethos, the way Man United players, all fans, we were born to love this team, right? You don't just wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna choose to follow and like and love Manchester United. You were born that way, right? Guys, you gotta watch it, it's beautiful. All right, so that was pretty much the main highlight for today, seeing Keane back at United and again being involved with Manchester United. Now, all this, I think I can attribute it to how Ten Hag is really changing the atmosphere at Manchester United, right? He's trying to bring in a new culture and involving ex-players to see, that way these new players that are at the team now, they can kind of understand what it means to wear that jersey, right? What it means to fight day in, day out. Because Keane, every time he stepped on that pitch, man, the first one, I actually remember him fighting with Vieira on the tunnel before we played Arsenal. So, there was no friendly, back in the day, you don't just exchange jerseys. Hey, man, good game. No, Ferguson demanded that you get on that pitch. Those guys are your enemies. He didn't even want people to socialize outside the team. Say, okay, you have a friend at Arsenal, you guys go hang out, take pictures and stuff like that. Nah, that's how Ferguson was. So it was good to see, man. Good to see him back at Old Trafford. Hopefully he will stay and, put his stamp at the team. That way they all understand what it means to be a Man United legend. Okay, so that was the first thing. Now, the second thing is we're going to talk about is the whole yesterday. Yesterday we heard that West Ham did put in a bid for both McTominay and Maguire, all right? So, according to reports, we're seeing that Manchester United rejected basically it was reported that the West Ham bid for 60 million was for both, like a package deal, but apparently that's not the case. It was, pretty much 30-30. So the 30 million for McTominay, Man United rejected it outright. because United value him more than that 30 million, right? And the Maguire deal, there's still, ongoing discussions. So we'll see how that pans out. But in a positive note is now it looks like Maguire is open to that move to West Ham, right? Initially it was kind of iffy, like, I don't know if I want to go to West Ham, but it looks like now it's kind of open to that move. And, it may be good for his future because, from the last game we played, we saw how fans were booing him. I think probably that was the final nail kind of thing. He was like, what, man, these fans don't really want me here. And personally, I would say, what, Maguire, that's a good move, right? Because yes, we got you from Leicester. You came to Man United, was kind of a step up, but it's not your level, right? Your level is, unfortunately, West Ham, Leicester, those kind of teams in the mid-table, right? You cannot, your level, it doesn't fit in the top 4 in the Premier League like us, right? So, and Ten Hag tried, to work with him, but it looks like it's not going to work. So it's time for him to go. Now, when it comes to McTominay, I think what United is trying to do here, I was thinking about this last night after I posted a video. I saw that the bid was rejected. So I was thinking about, okay, what are United trying to do here, right? Because you think like, man, that's a really good deal. 60 million for both of them, you take and run, right? Because who knows, once you reject it, who knows when and if they're going to put in another bid, right? Because if you reject all these bids, come next season, their value is going to go down more because they will play less, right? Because they're going to continue warming the bench, right? But I think what United is trying to do here is this. When it comes to value, like the players or the assets that can actually bring us money this season, is only those 2 players, Maguire and McTominay, right? Because if you think about it, if we go to sell Van de Beek, it's going to be less than 10 million maybe. If we're going to when we sell Fred, maybe it's going to be another less than 10 million. Who else? Brandon Williams, if we sell him, again, it's going to be another less than 10. Okay? The only, Dean Henderson, again, it's going to be maybe loan or under 15. So we're not going to get much from those other players, but McTominay and Maguire, because they're assets, but they have value, right? And Man United see that value, so they're trying to make sure that they don't just take any offer that comes, right? So I think that's what they're trying to do. And also they know West Ham, they have money, right? They have that Declan Rice money, and they also sold Scamacca, right? So they do have money. And they also bought in another midfielder, I forgot his name. They paid over 40 million. So United is like, okay, you guys just bought a player almost 40 million. You should be able to pay at least 40 million for McTominay, right? So I think that's what United are trying to do. They're trying to wiggle. Hopefully we don't push back so much that they don't come back for him. Because as far as the midfield at West Ham, McTominay will be perfect. Right? Because he's one of those, we call them passion merchant, like, he's aggressive. He's that kind of player that David Moyes likes. Same thing as Maguire, right? If Maguire goes to West Ham, yes, he may be battling relegation, but he will be a crucial add value to West Ham. Because guys, we've got to think about it this way, most of the players for us, Man United, because we're very privileged, see, we think like McTominay, Maguire, they're not good enough. But we don't think about, listen, they may not be good enough for us, right? They probably are good enough for someone else, another team on the lower level, right? Maybe in the West Hams of the world, those kind of teams. So for those kind of teams, the Maguire and McTominay will be like, wow, this is really good. Those kind of players, when they come in to the team, they boost you up, right? So to West Ham, those kind of teams, yes, it's a plus. But for us, we kind of be like, nah, man, just get rid of him. It's crap. But it's really not. Both of those players, they're not crap, because when they go to those other teams, yeah, we'll see them. They'll be like superstars because at least they'll kind of help them stay instead of being in relegation, maybe they're going to be close to relegation, but at least they'll be playing day in, day out. And, you know, Maguire will get his football time. That way, you know, he can make sure he gets that England spot come next summer, right? So let me see what else we have here when it comes to the news. So, you know, basically, we're seeing that, look, we need to get rid of those players. Once we sell them, you know, we can bring in our top target, Amrabat, and another top target for Ten Hag right now is Jean-Pierre Todibo, right? So as far as the defenders, Todibo will be the one to come in because he's young. You know, he fits the way Ten Hag wants to play. He's going to be pretty much an upgrade from Maguire. So yes, you know, we need to make sure we finalize these deals. That way we can bring in those players and we can kick on, because as we know, before you know it, guys, next week, this weekend actually, the Premier League is back on. So, you know, we need to, you know, get those deals completed ASAP. Okay, let me see what else I have here when it comes to the news. Let's see. Oh, this was also pretty interesting. Ten Hag, a lot of prior managers have tried this. Mourinho tried it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tried it. Basically, Ten Hag, he gets a lounge, right? So basically it says that Manchester United have built a new players lounge at Old Trafford after Erik Ten Hag's request for a dedicated space for the squad, right? Ten Hag asked for a room in the south stand, known as Sir Bobby Charlton stand, since 2014. Basically, this area is adjacent to the home dressing room, where players can rendezvous, relax, dine, and prepare for matches, right? So basically, Ten Hag wants the players to be close come game day, because right now, whenever it's game day, they usually stay at the Lowry Hotel, which is not that far from Old Trafford, right? So now Ten Hag, you know, feels that, you know, the time that the players commute, say from the hotel to the stadium, that is a wasted time. You know, he feels that that time can be used for them to bond, to talk about the game plan, you know, them to relax because they're already at the field. They don't have to worry about traffic or anything like that. So it shows and this has been tried by other managers. Only Ten Hag was able to accomplish this, and he got it. This summer, the lounge was built, and the players will be able to start using it come when the season starts. So it shows the pull that Ten Hag has with this board, because they feel that, you know, he's building something here, and it's giving me that vibe, the Alex Ferguson vibe, right? The way they trust him, they try to give him all that he needs. And how does he do that? It's because he's shown the board and Man United higher ups that, look, you give me what I need, I can get you trophies, right? He already got us one. And I saw something today from Harry Redknapp. He was saying that, look, United, I don't even want to talk about this, but apparently he said that with the pieces that United has right now, and the pieces, for example, when we bring in Amrabat and Todibo, and maybe if we can secure another striker, United can be potential Premier League title challengers. Yeah, right. I don't know, man. I don't believe that. My goal is this: to play the proper football for us to win at least 2 trophies come next season. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to share, man. WhatsApp, you know, or Twitter, share the video, that way people can enjoy it as well. And as you're rolling out, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. That way you do not miss any new videos coming out of this channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace.